So do you have to remain married to the abusive partner until VAWA is approved? Or are there options for these people, or what happens there?
No, you do not have to remain married. And that's something very important to point out, because you do not have to remain in that situation, especially if it's a dangerous one. So the one thing to keep in mind, though, is that if you do get out of the relationship and if you do get a divorce, part of the regulations does state that you have to file for the VAWA within 2 years of the finalized divorce. But do know that at any time you can file for this. If you're still married, you can file for it. We have clients who come to us and we file that on their behalf. And they ask us, can you please not share this, with my spouse, because they're in a dangerous situation.
Right.
And the other thing would be, even if the divorce proceedings have started, they can file at any time during that. But the most important thing is that if the divorce is finalized, you have to do it within 2 years of that final date.
2 years. Okay, that was actually going to be my next question. So what can people expect from the process? So they come in for a consultation. What happens as soon as they take those next steps towards VAWA? What does that look like?
Sure. So whenever I meet with a client and we have cleared them for, the requirements and the fact that they've met the requirements for VAWA, the next thing that we always do is, of course, get all the information that is needed, their background, all kind of the things that kind of goes into the form I-360 to get this done. But then we collect the evidence. The important parts are the evidence, evidence of the abuse itself, but also evidence of the relationship. That's going to be important. You actually have to prove that you were in a good faith marriage and a valid relationship. So all those things come into play as well, in addition to showing the abuse. Once everything is filed, you're probably looking at, it depends on the jurisdiction. When you go on the USCIS website, it will give you sort of a 80% of folks, this is what it's taking. But I feel that it really kind of depends on the jurisdiction where you are. Where we are, you're looking at, what I've been noticing is if you're probably looking at about a year to 2 years to have it kind of start to finish. And it also depends as well if you are married to a U.S. citizen versus a legal permanent resident.